Oh! Oh, that was sick. Mr. White, that was sick. What is going on, good people? Welcome to another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary, and that first little clip was amusing to me personally because that guy got absolutely shit on. 180'd, freaking marked for death, mini crit all day long, YOLO swag. Alright, we're done with that. Anyway, let me talk about the gameplay a little bit before we get started. What I want to talk about today is the Scout, and this gameplay, okay, so here's the thing, right? We were doing just fine, alright? We had worn the clock down to about a freaking minute. Then the other team comes from behind and ends up winning. Spoiler alert, they end up winning. Why? Because we have two AFKs in our spawn, one medic who's healing the AFKs in our spawn. He wasn't even AFK, he was just healing the AFK players in our spawn. Plus, we were down a player in the actual, player scoreboard thing, so we had roughly half the team that Blue did, and beyond that, my team, in my personal opinion, was pretty terrible. So, I'm sorry, this commentary is being recorded about 30 seconds after I lost this match, and I'm still a little bit pissed because of it, if you can't tell already. Team Fortress 2 lately has been making me really, really pissed, and that's like a good and bad thing. Obviously it's a bad thing to get pissed at a video game, but it's a good thing to me because, I'm getting into it, which to me, that means that I will end up doing a lot better in the game, and just from MGE alone, practicing that recently, MGE pisses me off so much, but through MGE, I've noticed that I've gotten actually a lot better in terms of my aim, which is expected because, that's what it's supposed to do. Anyway, halfway into the video, we'll talk about Scout a little bit, and the main point I want to make about Scout is that I don't think Scouts I think Scouts are under-recognized to the average Team Fortress 2 player. In the competitive scene, Scouts are, I would say they're not, under-recognized. I mean, in the competitive scene, at least from what I've seen, people admire good Scouts because Scout, you're depending entirely upon your aim, and if you have good aim, then that's just something, admirable. Good Scouts on the battlefield can be one of the most devastating classes just because they're so freaking hard to hit. But what I'm trying to get across is that Scouts are flea biter Scouts don't get recognized that much, and I've kind of made a video on this in the past, but I call them flea biter Scouts, and this gameplay I chose for that example because honestly I don't get that many kills. I don't. In fact, in this game, I would say that I got a little bit above average in terms of my kills, compared to, an average game. But what I'm trying to say is that flea biter Scouts, their assistance to the team is not that much in kills, at least at my skill level. At my skill level, what I can hope for as a Scout and what makes me successful is damaging an enemy to the point where it would be smart for me to withdraw, right? And that's where the term flea biter comes from. For me, you're damaging an enemy and being annoying, right? That's your job, is to be annoying. For me, let's just, and by the way, I just got shit on by that demo. I even saw him coming and everything, I just couldn't react in time. But I totally raged into my microphone on that one. And by the way, at the end of the video, I raged pretty hard into chat. I wasn't angry, I was just into the game, and I was like, PTFO, bitches. Bad team. Anyway, what I was talking about is that flea biter Scouts, right, their successfulness is in being annoying and getting that slow damage on players, going 30, 40 health at a time with the scatter gun. Your job isn't necessarily to get kills, although that would be the ideal situation. Your job is to get the enemy low on health, and the example I was going to say before is that if I'm battling a pyro on, lakeside, right where I'm kind of running around right now on the point, if that pyro, I get down to 25 health, and all of a sudden 3 of his teammates swarm over the ridge, I'm not gonna stay in there and sacrifice myself to kill that pyro, right? I'm just gonna withdraw because that's a smart decision, but when I do that, I can consider that a job well done, or rather a successful job, because I managed to get that pyro down to 25 health. And once again, I didn't kill him, but that's not, I mean, you have to play it to where it would be smart to withdraw, which is what I mentioned before. Now, how does this relate to being unrecognized? Well, what I say is that because you don't... Oh, and watch me cap that point solo there. Oh yeah, props to me, and I think that Girardi kills me eventually. Anyway, what I was saying is that being unrecognized, right? Because you're a flea biter scout, and because you're not getting all of these kills like perhaps a demo or a soldier will be doing, or even like a heavy, although I don't know, heavy's kind of an iffy on that one. But you won't be getting those super kill feeds in the kill bar, right? That's kind of the point. You're not going to see a scout just go on a rampage because you're a scout. You can't do that. But that doesn't mean that you're not being an asset to your team. You're being an asset to your team by damaging enemies, getting them to low health, and taking them out of the battlefield. And what one thing competitive people say, and I just got sniped by that guy, that made me a little bit mad. What competitive people say, or rather I've heard, is that, especially for like spies, you want to distract an enemy, or rather take them out longer than a respawn time, or the time it would take for them to be killed and then march back up to the battlefield. If you can damage an enemy to where he has to go find health, because that's a smart decision, then that is a job well done, because, you know, maybe it's longer than a respawn time, so you're actually doing more good for your team that way than if you would have killed them outright. But anyway, that's kind of some food for thought in terms of Scout, and I kind of wanted to make this video because I've been playing a lot of Scout lately, and that's something that I've noticed in the past, and I just want to remind people, it's like, you know, just because I'm not getting all of these kills doesn't mean I'm being kind of useless to my team. So anyway, that is the video, guys. Thank you all for watching, and please rate the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe for more Team Fortress 2. My name is Nathan, and this has been a Team Fortress 2 commentary. Thank you all for watching once again, and peace out.
You failed!